Hello everyone, we're back with some Cultist Simulator. Which episode is this? I don't remember. But let's get paid. We're somewhere like 5 or 6 sessions into this. Keep working, keep making that money, devoting our reason to working at Glover & Glover. And if there's one thing for certain that we're going to need to deal with is this whole evidence problem. 400 seconds till we lose the evidence makes me a little bit wary about racking up more notoriety, but we do need to move. If I move here, I can get rid of one of the notorieties before the guy goes after it, and that could be the right thing to do. This place is giving me that I'm living in now is the Violet House, and there's a pit, but I'm not quite sure what that does to help me. Ooh, and it's a secret. Use of headquarters will cause reputation cards to disappear. Can I do that to just simply get rid of this reputation card right now? How do I do that? Use of headquarters. Is there a different way to use it? Do I talk about the headquarters? Would someone convert them permanently into a prisoner? That doesn't sound right. Let's try exploring it with funds in here to raise knock influence. That doesn't seem right. It might be that when we move here is when it removes the reputation card. And if we spend a buck, that raising knock influence is probably not going to do much. Where it opens, the first wardens of this place practice their incisions and their transections until the world parted like fruit peel. Those openings have long since healed, but nothing ever heals completely. I don't know. I'm gonna just try this to see what happens. We pay him money, maybe it will consume that notoriety. If it does, this is where we're gonna want to live. I have a feeling it doesn't work that way, so I'm a little concerned. Well, let's make sure we're studying all these books. Ooh, is this... Okay, so it's not a Greek book. Let's make sure we read the right books. This thing's also written in Greek. Can't read that. I don't know. Let's study this book. Improve. We're going to learn Greek from this. Kuhner and Girth. Okay. Of course, I have a little Greek already, but I'll need more than a little. Good call. Let's make sure we learn that. And because of the whole evidence thing, we're going to be kind of cooling it on all of that nonsense. We definitely have the ability to dream of the wood, though. I think that would be a good idea. We dream of the wood with our passion. Okay, this is going to make me restless. Which is no good, you know, means some dread could be coming, but we'll be alright. Alright, let's speed up the clock here. One thing we would like to do during this session is to, you know, really visit one of these other places. Which one we want to do is a mystery. Kind of thinking that Carter and Hero Limited, an office building might be cool to explore. Alright, what do we got? Trysts and interludes? No, exotic cravings. Fair enough. We have learned Greek. Yes. One of these books is in Greek. Okay. Well, I'd like to translate this. Translate this from Greek. Let's get to work. What happened here? There's always discomfort at first, but we have made sure that everything is done cleanly, and so we touch the bright skirts of the mother of ants. Okay, so that's some knock gibberish? Yeah, we did get a little bit of garbage knock. So it didn't do what I wanted it to do. I was like, perhaps if I spend a bucket here, we'll be able to, you know, do something with that. Unless I'm not living there now. This could be my headquarters? No, I thought this was my headquarters. I don't know. A little confused here, folks. Let's not talk in the street until we get this whole thing sauntered out. We do have an acquaintance. Oh, hello. What do we got here? Head to the well. Another peculiar rumor. 60 seconds of that. We've already read this. Woo! There's that dread. You know, Dreaming of the Wood is fine, and we're going to get some gibberish cards from it, but it's almost better to keep that Dreams ready. Is this going to give me another Restlessness? See, now I'm a little concerned. Let's get rid of one of them and trap it. I hate to be that guy while we have notoriety, but we have to decide, like, what to balance here. So, if we think that dread is going to be a problem, well, let's bring some people in. Have a little party about it, get Victor involved, and trap the Restlessness. Come on down! And let's buy some books. We have so much money, we are absolutely going to be loading up on them. This is a time for scholarly pursuits, while we work at Glover and Glover. Give me all that. Back to work. I mean, come on. Once we get some kind of hulking brute, we can start to deal with that guy and maybe rise in the ranks even higher at our job. Get paid maybe, what, $4 a session? Or not even have to work. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't think it's going to work like that. I think we're always going to have to come in there and punch the clock. Alright. What did Victor... Ooh, Victor is a sly fellow but loyal, and he is Edge. Good for us. Edge are the fighting types. So, great pickup. Joining the team, trapped the Restlessness. Gave us something to do with that Restlessness. Did I get another book? I found another Greek grammar book? Well, we'll be flipping that. We're going to sell that at some point. We don't need 2 of those. But let's go and do some more shopping. We're going to leave our talk open. Contentment? Solitude? None of that? Good. This is enough for us to do a little mind clearing. Clear my mind of dread with my contentment. I'm not even concerned with the rumor. We're just going to let that go. Alright, we have translated the Rose of Wozni, the heretical teachings of a disgraced offshoot of the Sisterhood of the Knot, the arcane contemplative order that existed in all histories. This was recorded by Wozni and dedicated to Saint Repetius. We don't know a lot of those proper nouns, but I'd like to know more. The knot has come up before. I think we will find out more by just reading the book now. What else can we know about it? Alright, the offshoot favored by Wozni, the True Sisterhood, followed the Saint Repetius in pursuing ascension in the name of the door in the eye. Okay, that's something. The merciless hour of light. Wow. Okay. Saint Repetius failed, perhaps because the larger sisterhood tracked him down and ritually strangled him. But Wozni outlined steps for those who hope to succeed. This sounds like something. Let's make sure we get that. We're trying to... Basically, right now, we're trying to find the right answer to the wood riddle. We need some kind of aspect down here of an appropriate level. We're going to go and dream about it with the wood, and we're going to hopefully use that to find our way to the next door. That's going to be a part of our path of enlightenment. The problem is I have no idea what that is, where to find it, and obviously it's in a book somewhere. So the more books we can pick up, such as the Orchid Transfigurations, Volume 2, 16th Century Alchemical Fever Dream, attributed to Robert Flood, frequently banned for the disturbing allure of its illustrations. So this is in the original Latin. We can translate Latin. Wonderful. When this notoriety begins to expire, and I think that there won't be a good case against us, I'm going to... I think we do need some mystique would help us get rid of this. So if we go talking on the street corner right now, and we take our lantern and we go around and shout on the street corner, we can possibly start filling us up with some mystique to kind of bury this notoriety before the detective gets back to work and starts to enhance this evidence. Because this is not good. But I think that if we just go busting into some guy's house right now, we're going to be looking at some problems with the with evidence. Hidden door. This feels knock related. Did we get a knock guy? Even if we did, we only would have the 2. So I don't think we're going to have enough to get through any of that. It's this one, the Cater and Hero Limited, that I'm kind of interested in going into. I could send an expedition here to find books, treasures, and tools of power, but I'll need followers. Duh, well that's what we do. What is going to be our guess for what this is? What elements are going to be required in here? An abandoned building that exploded. Machine stand silent buildings, a collapsing shell. So it's not going to be about fighting. It's going to be about like getting through here safely. Could it be as simple as like some people that are heart or chalice could be the answer? We have a lantern person. We have a couple edge people. Here's a lantern and knock guy. Slee has been pretty helpful with things. So, but he doesn't really like mix with other stuff. Could we just risk it and be like, I'm sending 2 heart people. Dorothy and Clovette. They look like a duo. It's like, my solution will be heart. Heart, relentless beats to protect the skin of the world we understand. Could it be that they can handle this dilapidated building because they're more healthy? Well, let's see what this says. The remaining factory walls could topple at any moment. Blackened timbers creak in pain. We must equip ourselves properly and move with dreadful care. Is heart the answer? I don't know. But let's fund the whole mission carefully, and we're going to send them out. We're going to go in there, and we're going to find out what's going to happen. We've got to risk it for the biscuit, as they say. Alright, get paid, get paid. Get back to work. With our reason. Let's hope that I find somebody with the talking on the street corner. We get a little mystique, try to weigh down this notoriety. What's going on here? So here is our problem. One problem. Pits and quags and sudden tumbles. The earth here cannot be trusted. We need strong hands or clear sight. Forge or lantern. It's perilous. Well, we didn't bring forge or lantern. We brought wrong people. So who can... What do we have for forge and lantern? Well, we have one guy that's lantern, one guy that's forge. Slee is lantern. Yeah, we're not having this the right way. So, Valkane, how about some forge? Let's see if that helps. Get her in there. Mind has been cleared, but we save our sleep for emergencies at this point rather than screwing around in the Mansus. That might be wrong. I mean, the tactic could be, should keep going to the Mansus. But what happened from us reading the Rose of Woznay? Seek in dreams. Seek the Mansus. That's what I'm doing. The third mark can be achieved only when one has passed the stag door. We're not there yet. One must pass the wood, where we are. One must rise to the white door, which is, I guess, the next thing. The stag door awaits the light bearer, the sight of the Gearby. This is something. I remember this from past playthroughs. This is a character. Okay, we got a 4 edge aspect, which goes here. We already had one of those. Ooh, oh my goodness. Tier 4 lantern? A Mansus glimpse? A snatch of poetry, a single memory of a certain house that all of us visit at least twice in our lives. For one's first visit to the Mansus, this lore is almost essential. This has to be the answer to our clue. This has to be it. I'm gonna pop that in. I'm going into the wood with that. We may be onto something here, folks. I'm getting excited. We're gonna dream of the wood, and the path will be this. Oh, this is it! Approaching the white door. There is a house in the wood. I know something of that house, enough to find my way to its light. Oh my god! We're going somewhere else in the Mansus. We're leaving that little triad in the wood, and we're going to a place in our dreams. Right. Now I'm blown away by that. Let's translate this other Greek book, yeah? Alright, what happened here? Okay, it was like... we might make it through. Okay. Our forge as well as winter. Forge lends strength, but now the mists rise and cling. We might make it through. How about I send StehnZ too? Because it's like... oh, that's if we're lucky. I don't know what that... where to go with that language. Is there anybody else who speaks anything? These guys are like all edge. My goon squad does nothing. This is nothing. This is like a chalice tool. This is like some kind of weird magic. I like... the right uses an instrument power to set the blood afire. The assistant rarely survives unharmed. Apparently this like makes a monster out of a person. That's what it sounds like. We'll have to mess around with that another time. I could send StehnZ, but if he gets another injury, he might die. 3 scars of the same type will kill a mortal. Well, what kind of scar does he have? Just half-healed fistula. Get in there, StehnZ. Just do something. No, I don't like that. We're gonna go with the 2 forge. Just, what the heck. Okay, big moments coming up here. I'm a little wishy-washy tonight in how I'm playing this. I'm sorry, everyone. Keep working. Look at all this cash. We have an obscene amount of money. Alright, what's gonna go down here? Oh, yeah? A little bit of bleak thoughts? Nothing to eat for that. We burned stuff. We trapped the restlessness, and we cleared our mind, so I am not concerned. We always have great solutions for dread. I'm always aware this is going to be happening, and you always have to have a plan. If you see a couple dreads or restlessness going, you know, tap the brakes a little bit. Cultist Simulator's about tapping the brakes. Alright, now let's get really serious, because we're approaching the white door. These are the bounds about the house, with their mist and their traces. Okay, this is the rock called the Temple of the Wheel. We saw that in the wood. High as a church spire, patched with black lichen and daubed with eye signs around it. Our eye round it, and there ahead of me is the white door. Yes, the light of the house leaks around its edges. Okay. Mansus clips. Way of the wood, we can decide this better be it. This better be the white door. This is the way of the white door. Okay. In my dreams, I passed the white door, which has been called the bone door in the Gate of Ivory. My voice remains outside the house each time I enter. We have made it. We have gone further in the Mansus. This is the very first thing we're going to want to do, is to get back in there. Let's dream of the door. In my dream, I know the path to the white door through the bounds, but that path is thronged with the dead who pass that way. I need health to resist their chill. So we're going to dream with health to make this ascent. Or I can dream with my enlightenment. What is that going to do? Oh, that's going to send me to the stag door. I don't think we're ready to do that. Let's dream with health and get to know what's happening in the white door. I don't want to start working on enlightenment just this second. First, we're going inside the white door. Now I can approach the white door through the bounds. Now I can press my fingers to it. Feel its chill. Watch it swing open. As it opens, my mouth closes, tightens, heals over like a lost deformity. Around and about me is the cobalt light of the Mansus. Alright, in we go. How's this debacle going on treacherous ground? Oh, I made it! We succeeded in getting through the treachery. Looks like I was successful. Our expedition plans for the next challenge. It'll consume funds. I can add funds now, or I could send another follower. There doesn't seem to be any more challenges, where the treasure is next. Well, let's just do it. Something went flying over here. We had some moth happen. Unhappy far-off things. Alright, we'll let that moth event go. Did we finish translating this text? We did. On what is contained by silver. Did we already read this? I'm not sure. A dire bestiary of the horrors to be found in mirrors. This is a recent edition of a 3rd century text by Poemander. I'm sold. Let's go. Alright. We met Leo. Leo is an earnest sort with an interest in the occult. Hell yeah. He hangs on your hints about the invisible arts. You might be able to recruit him as a follower. You're darn tootin' I'm going to recruit him as a follower. Leo, I think Leo's good, if I recall correctly. Okay, Watchman Secret. Good, good, good. And Mystique, that's what we wanted. We're trying to dilute the notoriety over here. When we get our guy back, we may have enough Watchman stuff to get high enough to raise him, especially if we have the right trapping. I'm a little excited. We might be able to upgrade our Lantern Man. But who knows when that will be, so I think it's okay to do a little bit of esoteric matter talking. Alright, what's going to happen here? We're going to find the treasure. Of course, getting back to work. Always with the work. Why another dread? Like, very dreading. Despair got rid of that. More fleeting reminiscence. It's almost gone. What happened with the moth event? Restlessness, yay. Bummer. What is in restlessness? Lots of stuff for trapping. 35 seconds down there for our person, but it's probably going to be gone by the time that we can deal with it. So I'm afraid that this is going to get sucked into that, and that's... We screwed up by talking about esoteric matters right then. We may end up with a little bit of dread, in which case we'll just consume a thing. Alright, great. We've gone into the white door. What is happening over here? We have the white door here with a furtive truth, which we need to get to the next tier of stuff. But I'm just actually going to start with this, and we're going to read this, see if we can start to get to the bottom of some of these clues. Yeah, who knows what those were. They're gone. Okay, let's see what happened in the Mansus. The white door opens. Many of the dead enter the Mansus through the white door. Yes, yes. They wander its corridors in silence until they are lost. Some embrace each other. Some devour each other. Ooh. Some force their way into the dreams of the living. A few record their memories on the Mansus stone where it is soft. They scratch it with their nails, you see. Last night I read one of those memories. Okay, so that gave us these. These are cool because they help us find locations that we can raid in the next town. The green town. Alright, health is fatigued, no problem. Way of the white door. Maybe it'll be, I don't want to have a nightmare by doing it wrong, so we're just going to visit the white door for now again and see if we can find some different cards. Spend our health, head on in. Okay, we got all the way through it. Alright, Carter's office. 2 floorboards lift away to reveal a hollow beneath Carter's desk. The rats have made free with the biscuits he stored there against the peckishness which haunts the entrepreneur. But they could not penetrate this iron lockbox. A moment with a crowbar will open it. Cool, so he had treasure. We dug it out. He had occult stuff. Ooh, there was a item. A heart item. The Maruvine doll. Idol, I should say. Little wooden idols to placate the witch twins. Okay, this is some heart stuff. They feared in the lake. The lake is almost dry now, but the idols and the witch twins yet remain, yet shadowed with the aspect of the heart. Let's take it. So, an abandoned warehouse. This is a place that we can potentially move to. We found a book. Lord Franklin Bancroft's diaries. We'll read about that a little later. Some painting stuff. We have chalice paint. I'll take it. Got to keep some of the money, and this is going to be probably notoriety. It is. That's okay. Alkane really saved the day. Maybe we can just send someone to explore and potentially, like, find something interesting. Like, something like Mystique to help bury this again. I don't know if we find Mystique or if we're going to find notoriety by sending our person to just be hunting. A little concerned by that. Well, we'll send this moth person out. Explore and see what happens. If we find notoriety, then I will regret this. Okay. This is going to turn to dread, and that's okay. Hopefully... What's faster? See, this is 7.5, this is 6.8. This will be gone before the dread goes in there, so we're actually in pretty good shape. We finished reading Pomanders on what is contained by silver. The virgins maidens of the mirror favor orchids. The hindlings favor the rhododendron. Cut flowers of either nature should not be placed before polished bronze. An appendix contains a rite which might be used to summon some of these entities. Ooh, we got a rite from this? That's huge. Although the details of its use are not made clear. Glimpse of the Mansus. A second glimpse of the Mansus, so we might be able to combine these into a higher. And the rite of the Watchman's Sorrow, that sounds like that's something that we would use. This rite recalls the loss of the Watchman, that's my man, who walks the house which has no walls. Mansus. Light goes before him and shadow behind. He must not see you. This is who we want. The instrument of power is used to summon him to take his sacrifice, precious knowledge from the root of your thoughts. The assistant must speak the words that anchor your sanity, so choose someone you trust. Wow. I wonder what this is going to do. We're going to put our rights over here, and we're going to eventually have to just tinker with this. Where does it go, by the way? It's stuff that's not open. Alright, stupid streets by moonlight. Might as well buy a book. Okay. Anything else to study in here, real quick? Yeah. Oh no, this thing's in Latin. We're going to translate this book first. Lord Franklin Bancroft Diaries. Work begins to translate. Get this timing. Hopefully I have it right, and it will be gone. It worked. A little bit of fascination. Fleeting reminiscence. Okay. We'll get rid of this dread with something else. What's in dread? Oh, it's edge. Okay. Not as cool as restlessness for trappings. Great. Get paid. Back to work. Always working. Okay. We'll do this last check up here. Ooh, it's like, do you want restlessness? Or do you want something else? Well, I definitely don't want restlessness. So let's go to the Orchard of Lights. Ooh, a Forgotten Chronicle. That's a tier 3 location. Let's see what this has to say. Last night I walked in the Orchard of Lights. I plucked the fruit, which is always ripe, and consumed it in 2 bites. The taste is not to be forgotten. As I licked the glowing juices from my fingers, I saw a message carved in the bark of the tree. When I woke, I recorded that message. All I could remember in my diary. That message is going to help us to find secret locations on the continent. Now, these are going to be tough locations for us to break into yet. They're going to require a bunch of skills and other obstacles to be gotten through. But we're going to hold on to that because we'll probably want to go to here first, the Shires. And on that note, I think we're going to end this episode. We successfully got through the, whatever this was. The abandoned warehouse, Carter and what have you. So it was a successful session, and we made it to the next place. So that was probably what really mattered, is that we finally solved the Way of the Wood. And hopefully in the next episode, we'll be able to get even further into the Stag Door and keep making our way toward, getting that win that we want to accomplish with the lantern here. So, once again, if you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and like and subscribe so I can continue to grow the channel. And if not, just check out another video another time, and we'll keep hanging out. So, good game, and I will see you next time. Good night.